Welcome back, chess friends. History may not be my forte, but I know a thing or two about chess history, and I believe all of you should know something about it. So, yeah, how our sport, how our game came to be. So, historians believe that chess was born in the 6th century in India. And actually, it was born out of another game called Chaturanga, which means four divisions, yeah, that depicts four divisions of Indian army of that time, yeah, chariots, cavalry, infantry, and also elephants. And this game was actually played with a die, and there were four players playing it. Two players would ally together, and when you would throw a die would determine which type of piece you were allowed to move. So quite a bit different, yeah, from the chess that we know today. But there were many changes, yeah, that happened throughout the history. So first of all, I mean, this game was super popular, and then it spread all around India, and eventually it also reached Persia. Persia, as we know today, is the Iran. And at that point, die was already removed, so no more luck in a game, and it was only played between two players. So the next important step happened in the 8th century. So with the conquest of Spain by Arabs, chess moved basically, yeah, to Europe and spread, around Spain, France, Italy. And in the 16th century, chess basically became as what we know today. Um, Names of the pieces changed. For example, the minister became queen, elephant turned into bishop, and cavalry became a castle, or as we know it today, rook. And also the speed of the game actually changed. Before we could argue, we could say it was kind of a slow type of game, um, since pawns could only move one square at a time. Queen was only allowed to move one diagonally. Bishop was allowed to move two squares diagonally, and he could jump. And it was actually the rook that was the most powerful piece. Um, Before we end, I would like to tell you one more funny chess story, yeah, a legend. So in India, the the ruler of India was so impressed by the newly founded game that he wanted to reward its creator. And guess what? The creator was, of course, a very wise man and mathematician. And the ruler was like, okay, here, I'll give you as much gold as you want. But creator was like, no, no, no. I just want rice, yeah? I just want fill the chessboard with rice, all the 64 squares. Starting with the first square, I just want 1 grain of rice on the first square. On the second, I want 2. On the third, I want 4. On the fourth, I want 8. So doubling the amount of rice on each square. And they were like, okay, sure, sure. And then they started counting the rice, and very soon they realized, oh, there is not enough rice in whole India to fulfill, your request. In fact, if they wanted to fulfill his request, and if they would pile the rice throughout the whole world, it would reach the Mount Everest. So yeah, he was not that humble, or let's say he was quite wise, the inventor, yeah, of chess. Okay, that's it for this video. Thanks, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.